All right, let's just jump right in. Every single day, we ask the internet, well, pretty much everything. We're looking for the best coffee shop around the corner, or maybe we're trying to wrap our heads around some complex scientific theory. But have you ever really stopped to think about how those answers find their way back to you? That's what we're going to crack open today.
I mean, just think about your own day so far. It probably doesn't shock you to hear that the average person is hitting up Google 3 to 4 times a day. Every single day. When you multiply that out, we're talking billions of searches globally. This isn't just some casual habit anymore, right? It's literally how we navigate the digital world. And for any business or idea out there, being visible in those results is absolutely everything.
So, to make sense of all this, here's our game plan. We'll start with the big picture of search. Then we'll look at the two main roads you can take to get seen, SEO and SEM. After that, we're going to break down the three core pillars of a solid SEO strategy, look at how search engines got so smart, and then we'll take a peek at what's coming next.
Let's be real. Search engines like Google are the gatekeepers to pretty much all information online. So for anyone with a website, a business, a creator, you name it, the big question isn't just, how do I get my stuff online? It's how do I actually get found? And that is where our story really kicks off.
Okay, so when you want to get found, you're basically standing at a fork in the road. You have two main strategies to choose from. You can either earn your spot organically, over time, or you can pay to play and get there fast. This is the fundamental difference between SEO and SEM. Let's break them down. First up, we've got SEO, search engine optimization. You can think of this as the art and science of making your website so awesome and so relevant that search engines have no choice but to show you to people. The key word here is organic. You're not cutting a check to Google for that top spot. You are earning it. And on the other side of the coin is SEM, or search engine marketing. Now, technically, SEM is a big umbrella term that actually includes SEO. But, in the real world, when people say SEM today, they're almost always talking about the paid stuff. Specifically, pay-per-click ads, where you literally pay every time someone clicks on your ad. This table just lays out the trade-offs perfectly. With SEN, you can be at the top of the results page almost instantly. It's super fast. But the second you turn off your ad budget, poof, that traffic is gone. With SEO, your cost is really an investment of time, talent, and resources. And yeah, it takes a while. We're talking 6 months or more to really see results, because you have to build up trust with the algorithm. But that effort pays off with lasting results. It's the classic tortoise and the hare.
This is probably the best way to think about it. SEM is a sprint. You get a huge burst of speed right out of the gate and get to the front of the line. SEO, on the other hand, is the marathon. It's about building endurance, a solid foundation that's going to keep you running strong for the long haul. Both can get you across the finish line, but they are completely different races.
So if SEO is the marathon, how in the world do you train for it? Well, it's not just one single thing. A really great SEO strategy is built on three core pillars. Get these right, and you're in a fantastic position to win that long race for visibility. And here they are, the big three: on-page, off-page, and technical SEO. I like to think of them as the foundation, the walls, and the roof of your digital house. You absolutely need all three to be in solid shape if you want search engines to see your site as a prime piece of real estate. The first pillar, on-page SEO, is everything you can see and touch on your actual website. This is the stuff you have 100% control over. The words you write, the headlines you use, the images you post, it's all about making it super clear to both people and search engines what your page is all about. Next up is off-page SEO. This is all about your website's reputation out there on the wider internet. And the number one way to build that reputation is by earning backlinks. A backlink is just a link from another website to yours. Think of every high-quality backlink as a vote of confidence, telling Google, hey, this site over here, it's legit. You can trust it. And finally, we have technical SEO. This is all the behind-the-scenes, under-the-hood stuff. Is your website fast? Does it load properly on a phone? Is the architecture clean so that search engine robots can easily crawl and understand what's there? If your technical foundation is a mess, even the most amazing content in the world might never get seen. So now we know what to do. But to really get why these pillars matter so much now, we have to take a step back and see just how much search engines have changed. See, in the early days, it was a pretty dumb game of just matching keywords. But Google got a whole lot smarter. This timeline really shows a huge shift in thinking.
First, updates like Panda started weeding out low-quality, spammy content, but the real game changer was Hummingbird in 2013. That's when Google started focusing not just on the words you typed, but the intent behind them. And from there, things like RankBrain and BERT brought in machine learning and AI to get crazy good at understanding natural conversational language. And that whole evolution has brought us right here, to the modern way of doing SEO. It's just not about picking one keyword and stuffing it onto a page as many times as you can anymore. Now it's about covering a topic so thoroughly that you satisfy a user's real goal. And that's what we call semantic SEO. Instead of obsessing over a single keyword, you focus on an entire topic. Your goal is to become the absolute best, most comprehensive resource for anyone interested in that subject. You don't just answer their first question, you anticipate and answer all the follow-up questions they didn't even know they had. So how do you actually do it? Well, first, you have to get inside the user's head and figure out what they really want. Then you build what are called topic clusters, a main pillar page that covers a broad topic, supported by a bunch of smaller articles that dive deep into the specifics. And finally, you use structured data, which is like adding little labels to your code that spoon-feed information to Google, telling it exactly what your content is about. This right here is the whole mind shift. Old SEO was purely mechanical. The question was, how many times can I cram this phrase in here? New semantic SEO is strategic, and frankly, it's more human. The question is, how can I be the most helpful, most complete answer for someone who is curious about this topic? You're moving from gaming a system to genuinely helping a person. Which brings us to one final big question. We've seen the journey from simple keywords to complex concepts. But now, with AI assistants that just give us direct answers instead of a list of blue links, the very definition of being found online is changing all over again. The future of search might not be about ranking #1 on a page, but about being the trusted source that powers the AI's answer. The marathon, it seems, just keeps on going.